Hello, loves! I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy's Makeup Adventures. And on today's adventure, we are kicking off Pride Month with this palette from Peachy Queen. So this is the Align Chakras palette. Gorgeous rainbow here. Okay. I love chakras. It's a whole thing. I have some chakra wands, and we're going to talk all about that. Chaos says hello. Chaos says, I don't want mommy to film today. I want her to pet me all the time. All the time. Okay, now, before we get into this video, I am going to say that I love Pride Month, and there's a specific reason why I love Pride Month. My friends, have dated some girls in my life, and I suppose that there's a name that you can put on that. I always just considered it me and being myself, it was a very hard thing because it's not accepted in my family. It's not an acceptable thing in the religion that I was brought up in. And so, now I'm in a straight relationship with the love of my life, a man that I love so very much. But I still am... I still have a very soft spot for Pride Month, and I know how very difficult it is having feelings that some people say are unnatural, and it's not okay. So I am not just an ally, but apparently I fall somewhere in the LGBTQ plus community. I think I got all those right, but I don't know. And I'm not like any kind of expert. I'm not in any kind of groups or anything. Like I identify, and so it means a lot to me. And I also happen to love rainbows. I love them so very much. I have little things all over the place. Chakras, rainbows, and Pride Month. I'm so in. This is actually a massage wand, but as long as it covers all of the colors in the rainbow, then it is an aligned chakra. So allow me to clarify, because I think that Peachy Queen got it so right. Okay, so the first shade is red, and it's the root. Okay, that's the root chakra, and the root is I am. The next one is the sacral chakra. That's the orange, and that correlates with I feel. The next is your solar plexus, which is yellow, and that is I do. That's kind of like your life force, the thing that you're, what you do and all that you do. The heart is the green, and that goes with I love. The next is the throat, and the corresponding is I speak. And the next is the third eye, and that's the indigo. Blue indigo, and this one is I see, and the last one is crown, and that one is I understand. So the chakras are basically a way to explain our being, and basically kind of like everything about us. And you need all of these parts. You need to be, feel, do, love, speak, see, and understand to be fully connected to the world around you. The other two shades in here are Ohm and Aligned. And I just think that they did their research. They did a good job on this palette. The shades are a little bit, well, okay, I'll say that there are two shades in here that are just entirely too light. And I had to remix one of them just to get a purple on the eye. So the purple and the green shades are just entirely too pastel. But you know, you have your rainbow palette with the basic colors, so you can actually mix and make shades of your own. So, which I did. So, all of that said, now we're done with the explanation. We can start with, well, you know what? Let's do the look and then we can swatch, or I'll insert some swatch pictures. I'll insert the swatch pictures. How about that? And then we'll just do this eye look because I want to show you a very modern eye look that is all over Instagram, and I'm guessing all over TikTok and YouTube as well. It's really popular right now, and I want to try it, and I want to show you how to do it, so let's see if we can do that. Okay, so I'm going to, first of all, I need to explain what I've already done. Okay. And by the way, I'm so sorry if I'm like super nasally. I have a terrible cold. It's no good. It's all bad. And I've traded in Coke for water today. Yay! I'm trying. Okay, now the first shade I used was Solar Plexus, the yellow. And then I did Sacral, which is the orange, and then Root, which is the red. Over here on this eye, I did Heart and Throat and Crown. But Crown, I mixed together with Third Eye and Root to get this purple shade because Crown is this very light, dusty, really, it's not much of a color at all, but it's supposed to be a lavender kind of shade. I do not know why they made that shade that color. But besides all that, I just laid that down basically in a packing motion. I used this brush, okay, and I just packed the color on and made sure that I went in a specific shape, okay? And if you don't get the shade or the shape exactly right, because you're trying to mirror it on both sides, if you don't get it exactly right, you can always just take some concealer and trim it up, basically. I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding my words this afternoon. What is going on with that? Okay, so now we're going to take, I just used some of my Jeffree Star concealer, and we're going to take that and cut a crease out. So, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see everything I'm doing. So we're going to cut it basically like that. Just leaving a little bit. I've never done this before, can you tell? I think you can. I'm gonna have to clean that up, but I'm trying to, whoo, there we go. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is cutting the crease to where you just have this thin line showing. And then I try to blot that out a little bit, because then I'm gonna have to add a little more concealer to it. I think that's really nice. It's just the littlest bit messed up, but I'll go back in and stamp that color back the way I want it. So now we have this ring shape, right? I don't know if I'm even making any sense today, but I'm trying, friends. Maybe it'll be better to just watch what I'm doing versus me yakking the whole time. Okay, and I will go back in with some more concealer here after that has dried down. I'm gonna try to do the same thing on the other side. Wish me luck. By the way, if there's anybody out there with a pride story or just an ally, put it in the comments and let me know. Okay, cleaned that up. I think that looks pretty good. So now we're going to do the reverse colors on each eye, and I'll show you what I mean. So we're gonna do yellow over here, and that's gonna go on more on the lid part, because we're actually going to be putting some shimmer there as well. So it just leaves this little line in between what you're doing. So now we're going to orange. I will say, I feel like Peachy Queen used to be more pigmented than they are. I don't know if they changed their formula or not, but I feel like they used to be more pigmented. Sound off below if you've tried Peachy Queen and if you can attest to that or not. And I'm gonna stop just short of completing the whole thing and leaving that arrow shape there. And you see I'm using this tiny eyeliner brush to do this, which does take a little longer, but it just allows me to be more precise since I've already worked really hard on this eye look. I don't want it to be I don't want to mess it up. Okay. Huh. Looks pretty good. It does not look like it looks on Instagram. I don't know what I did wrong. Now, I haven't seen this particular look on Instagram, like the colors and stuff. I just have watched people do this cut crease, and then either they do the same shadows underneath. Maybe that's what I should have done. It's the same shadows underneath, but they leave that cut crease portion in there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So we're starting over here with the green. This looks cool. I can't wait to figure out my new camera, because I think stuff's gonna look just so much cooler, because I always feel like it does not look anywhere as good as it does in person. And I want it to look like it looks in person. Okay. Green, and then blue, and then we have to mix our own purple. Yeah, I'm disappointed about the green and purple. Oh, that's the only fallout I've had this whole time is with that blue. It's funny. And it looks like I'm gonna have to clean this up just a little bit with some concealer. Okay. Now we're gonna mix. So I'm just taking, actually, I'm flaking up some blue on my hand, just on the back of my hand, just to where I get enough of the product, you know, to mix it. And then I'm using my quick change and going into the red and doing the same thing. And then just mixing it. And that's how I get my purple. And it works fantastically. Wow, I really like that. I have to get a little bit more of the mix. Just so that's nice and pigmented. And then I'm going to clean up just a little bit. Once again, we're going to do the underneath and some sparkle, and then we will line and lash and call it a day. Hi loves, I'm back and we have rainbow success. Okay, so I ended up putting the corresponding sparkle or shimmer shades, the shimmer shades on the lid, and I think it just made the colors stand out a little more because these colors are not as vibrant as I would have loved to have seen for such a pretty palette, but I still like the palette. I think that it has a lot of possibilities. I also went ahead and I mirrored the same thing that's on the top line on the bottom lash line. This tiny, tiny, tiny little rainbow here is a Jeffree Star original. I used his Equality bundle of lipsticks because, as you know, they can be used on the eyes or anywhere on the face. And I just did a tiny, tiny little rainbow because I thought it was super cute. And so happy Pride Month, everybody. Join us on our adventures by hitting the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of all my future uploads. Just dropping things again. I am so happy with this second look, and my nails match my shirt and it's super cute, very tropical. I feel very tropical. I feel very pride-like. I also feel like I might have lipstick on my teeth. You know, all the things. And here's chaos. It's been silent while I did this look because I came home from the hospital, took all the other makeup off, and created, because I really wanted to make sure that I dove deep on this Peachy Queen Align Chakras palette. I was like, is this just a chakra palette or what's it called? By the way, I have my little third eye earrings on. Yeah, with the Align Chakras, right? Okay, so they got a lot of things really right on this formula, colors, words, everything matching with the theme. And then they got some things wrong. So I love this look. I like it a lot better than the other one. And if I had the strength to put lashes on with this look, it would be so Instagrammable. My lashes, as they are not much to speak about, but that's okay. Not everybody has to have gigantic lashes. Okay, now, the two things that I think that they got really wrong, it's okay, Chaos Kitty. The two things that I think that they got really wrong are the shade called Heart, which is this light green. When I say light green, I mean almost invisible green. You can see it here and it almost doesn't look like anything at all. And then the purple, which I actually didn't even use for this rainbow look. I used the purple liner to pull in the purple because, and I think it's funny too because the palette itself is purple, see? But we have no purple shade. This is like white milk purple. It's not even a lilac shade. It's very, very light. the shimmer shade of that is also just very light, and you know, that's nice for if you would like a really light lilac-y look, according to what's trending or whatever. Light lilac-y purple kind of looks are very in right now. However, in a rainbow palette, you should be able to make a rainbow look. And it was very difficult. And for the other one, I had to mix a purple because it's that bad. So those two shades out of all the shades, not so great. When you're looking at a rainbow palette though, you kind of have to nail all of the Roy G. Biv to get good marks. Also, I will have to say that the throat and third eye shades are so similar that there's really not much of a difference. There's a tiny, tiny bit more brightness in the shade called Third Eye, and that is basically the entire difference. Now, all that being said, I really do like the palette, and I love this look that I was able to create. The other one was okay. I wore it to the hospital. It was kind of flat, and I think that it's the colors. I'm going to try that same pattern with one of my favorite rainbow palettes and just see what that's like. But I love, love, love this look. So I think that Peachy Queen is a great company. I love their products. This is the first of 3 products I have of theirs for this month. They make the best liner in the game. I really, really, really hope that they come back out with this winged out liner because it's so good. And I don't know if they... Please bring that back because I have tried so many liners and that liner is just amazeballs. This palette is not my favorite. I feel like it might be my favorite though so far of the Peachy Queen palettes that I have, because I have several. This particular palette, the idea is great. The execution is great. The formula and the colors. The formula is actually great. Even the matte shades, the formula is great. It's just the color. It's just the colors. So I say that this is a winning palette, even though it does not complete a rainbow effect. Thank you so much, Peachy Queen, and thank you guys for watching my videos. I hope I didn't confuse you too much and that you got some makeup ideas for Pride Month. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I would really greatly love to have you here. I'm going to keep posting and try to do better at keeping up with responding to videos. My anxiety and my social awkwardness comes out a lot, and so sometimes I have that like, oh no, I can't look because I don't know what they're gonna say over there, and I've got to get over that. So I'm working really hard, and I appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! Oh, and I looked it up, and it's LGBTQIA+. Not exactly sure what all the letters stand for, but I am here for all of you guys. We should all be proud to be ourselves, and nothing that we are is a mistake.